My name is Christina Plochet, and I'm the Director of Public Affairs in the Cartersville GA Stake, and I'm going to share with you our vision for public affairs and spreading the gospel here in our area. Invite all to come unto Christ. When I hear those words, it means a lot to me. That's our purpose, to invite all. And I will tell you, I am the mother of 8 children. I'm also a business owner and employer in the community, and this is what keeps me up at night, is how do we invite all, everyone. We want to invite the whole world. And worldwide, the church is well recognized, but locally, we aren't. We are recognized as a global religion, but not as a local church. Our goal in public affairs is to get recognized locally as a church, that people feel like they could actually attend, and to become visible online and in the community. We feel that if we only focus on members' networks, we won't reach all. 30,000 people live in my ward boundaries. There are about 300 of us. If we're going to reach all, we have to, as Elder Perry says, change the way we think about missionary work. The way in which we share the gospel must adapt to a changing world. So we asked ourselves, how do the people in our area decide which church to join? They usually first attend a worship service and make friends, and then they decide to become a member. We do this kind of backwards in our church when we focus on people becoming members first. So how do we make the list? How do we get on their list of a possible church to join? We find them, they find us, and we find each other. At my first public affairs training, we were told what happens when a missionary knocks on a door is the responsibility of public affairs and member involvement. So there are some things we're doing in the Cartersville Stake to help with this effort. We have made pass-along building cards for every ward in our stake. Included on each card is a photo of the building with the address, map, the ward's Facebook page, a Google Voice number that can ring multiple phones so someone will always answer, and what to expect at our worship service. We also welcome new move-ins. We purchase a list of people who have recently moved into each community so that the members and missionaries can reach out and invite them to church. This is generally when people are looking for a church to join. One brother was so excited when we mentioned this that he has told us he is planning to stop after work at anyone he sees moving in nearby and help them for an hour and invite them to church. We have a weekly Worship With Us email. By letting the members of the ward know the topic and speakers for the sacrament meeting ahead of time, it makes it easier for them to invite people to church, either by talking about the topic or forwarding the email. And this is especially great for the speakers who can say, "Look, I'm speaking, come support me." And anyone can sign up for this on the ward's Facebook page, and the missionaries can sign up people for this email as well. We're also developing visitor resources so that when people come to our services that they have a really good experience. For there are many who are only kept from the truth because they know not where to find it. So when people are looking for us, where are they going to look? They're going to look online. When someone searches for the name of a region and the word Mormons, we want one of our ward Facebook pages to come up, and we're making progress here in the Cartersville Stake. The ward Facebook page has similar information as on the weekly Worship With Us email, but this is for when people are looking for us. This gives us a local, personal, online presence. And members can use this to share with friends what's going on in the ward. It's a snapshot of what we're about as a group and the many things we do, and it shows our beliefs in action. Local members are admins on the page, and they post the topics and lessons for the upcoming week. In our first ward to adopt and use their Facebook page, they jumped to over 100 likes in the first week, and they made a post about their bishop, which has been viewed over 400 times. People in the ward are excited, and so is the bishop. And he said to me, "This is wonderful. It looks like the ward is loving this. We have full support from all the ward council. If you need any support to go to other bishops, please let me know." We find each other. Community service and events is really important, and getting involved with them as a ward expands members' circles of influence. It develops a local community presence in relationship with community leaders and residents. It is easier for a member to be a part of an outreach project than to personally find and participate in one on their own. In addition to ward Facebook pages, we have also created Georgia Mormons Instagram and Facebook accounts, as well as the Share_Goodness accounts. Being bold about inviting people to church neutralizes suspicion about our motives. When people come to church, they are inside a dedicated house of the Lord, surrounded by righteous, loving people. They are nourished by the good word of God, and they want to come back. Brother Dave Farrell, a former 70 and two-time mission president who is currently serving as the Director of Public Affairs for Elder Parker in our coordinating council, shared with us some statistics from his time served as a mission president. He saw that as of non-members who came to church first, about 1 in 2 were baptized, and the retention rate was very high. I like those odds. When I was first called as the Public Affairs Director, I had a strong feeling, represented by my homemade graphic here, that there are multitudes of people wanting to be gathered to the temple, to Israel, but that there is a barrier in the way. That barrier is made up of a million little sticks of prejudice, culture, tradition, misunderstanding, ignorance. The barrier is being actively built, just like this little beaver dam is an active obstacle. That is why it is important for us all to descend upon this barrier at the same time in an organized way. Some of us randomly doing things to break it down will not succeed, but I have full confidence that as we unite our efforts and all pull away the sticks of misunderstanding, the barrier will give way. At first, it feels like nothing is happening, then there will be a trickle, and finally a flood. Let it be a flood into our chapels and temples.